Still trying to throw the ball. On first and goal, second and goal, panicking at third. Fourth, I'm wishing for a month.
Welcome to the 510 Huddle Podcast. Man, we back to it. A long wait. We back to football season. I'm excited. Here with Coach Dlane. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm excited. The fellas is back, man. We back together. The season right around the corner. Can't wait to get to it. I've been waiting for this one for a while now, Zay. Basketball been done for a few months now, and it's been real dry.
Man, I'm over the basketball talk. I'm over the drama talk. We had some football Thursday night. We're recording this on a Saturday. I'm excited.
Shout out, my bad. Shout out our boy Devin Gray though.
Oh yeah. Shout out my boy Devin Gray. He just played in the Hall of Fame game on Thursday night against the Broncos. My boy looking clean out there, battling to make that roster spot. So shout out to him.
Former guest of the spot on our huddle.
Yeah, we got a lot of guests. We got Nick Nelson right now in camp, battling at that nickel spot. Another former guest for the Raiders. So I'm excited. We got a lot of news. We got contract talk. The Cowboys, they got 3 young guys that need to get paid. We're going over the top 5 receiving cores in the NFL. I'm excited about that. Dive in. We're gonna go over our rookie picks, defensive rookie picks. The coaches under pressure. That's a real topic. There's a lot of coaches who it's a must win this year or they're gonna get fired. And we're gonna get into it. I'm excited about this football talk. It's been too long of a wait. I'm excited to give you all this material. Let's get it.
Let's talk football.
All right, Dlane. So we got, the Cowboys. Jerry Jones has a, sticky situation right now. He has Dak Prescott that's going to his last year of his deal. He got Amari Cooper, and he has Zeke. If you, put your GM hat on right now, who's your top priority?
So, for us, this goes back to, your saying about the running back position. As far as, what you say, Zay, about the running backs?
They're whores of the league. Get them anytime, anywhere.
Anytime you want, right? Okay. And recently, I think, for me, it's all about the team's individual value that they put into that player. So, for me, said team here is the Cowboys. Yeah. The team here, I think, is basically built, design, and I think for the better part of our years, of watching football, being a real run team. They had the years with Tony Romo, and they had who was there? T.O., few people, Miles Austin.
They had DeMarco Murray.
But that's what I'm saying. I was finna get there. Marion Barber.
What's his name?
That's what I'm saying. They always been known for being a running team. So fast forward to 2019, we got Zeke here. Y'all got 3 first-round linemen on the O-line. Let's see here. 2 out of the 3 years for Zeke, he's led the league in rushing. Would have been 3 years because the year he didn't lead the year in rushing, he led it in yards per game because he missed 6 games, I think, or something like that. But I just think their whole identity and everything is based around Zeke. And if you look at Dak numbers without Zeke, they're not comparable. They're just not. You feel me? They don't measure up. They don't live up. I think the whole team identity is Zeke, and I think he should be prioritized number 1.
I would. So
because of the value they put into him, Zay, that's why.
I like your points, definitely, with Zeke. But let's be real here, Dlane. I'm not paying Zeke shit. So I'm franchise tag his ass after this year. If he doesn't want it, I'm not doing the Le'Veon Bell situation. You're out of here. I'm trading you. I can replace you and still, like you said, they've always been a running team. DeMarco Murray, you can always find a running back. Like, for example,
you can't always find a bell cow.
Yes,
I don't think you can always find a bell cow. That's where I don't feel like you appreciate our running backs.
I'm asking you this question. The Cowboys in win now mode, right?
They in the win now mode.
Win now mode, okay. Yes. So, which team had the best running back in the NFL and won a Super Bowl?
The last time they did was, I think, the Cowboys.
In the 90s.
90s.
It is 2019. So, in the modern era, the last 10 years, the best running back, AP doesn't have a ring. LT doesn't have a ring. We can go down the list.
But a lot of them teams that with the best running backs haven't had this situation. 3 first round, they Hall of Fame talent.
True,
Hall of Fame talent on the O-line.
If they're Hall of Fame talent, why can't I get a B+ running back and still produce like that? I know one thing.
You can, but I'm saying you can't find a bell cow. I don't think you need
I don't
a bell
need a
cow.
bell
You
cow.
don't,
I don't
you
need a bell cow. Well, my
but I'm
old
saying
line
for
is
this
that good.
team, they need a bell cow. Clearly.
And they have 2 young linebackers they're gonna have to pay coming up. I'm not gonna invest all this money to my running back. It's not gonna happen. And if Zeke's telling me right now, I'm just gonna sit out unless y'all pay me. I'm trading him right away. I don't have time for the distractions. My number one priority is Dak. It's a QB-driven league, and I know one thing. He performs in the fourth quarter, performs on the last drive. All I need is a defense and Dak, and we'll find a way to win football games. Because
Dak.
Yeah,
so have you not
Dak.
seen Dak numbers without a bell cow?
I have. But
And you feel like you can rely on that to push you forward to
when
win
we look
you
on that
playoff
year
games.
when Zeke was hurt and stuff, that had Dez Bryant, who obviously shouldn't be in the NFL at that time.
Now
So they
we
had
gotta
no
get the
offense.
weapons.
They had no
But
offensive
if you're
weapons.
supposed to be that guy, you're supposed to elevate the players.
Okay,
around you.
whoa.
Is that not what
we
the,
went
what
over
the
this
top
before?
guys do?
Hold on, we went over this before. There's only 3 guys in NFL that can do win with nothing. And we went over that.
Exactly.
There's
So
only 3
why
guys.
the hell are you paying Dak then like he's
Because
one of
you
those
need
guys?
a QB.
He's not it. He's not it.
So you're supposed to just sit around and wait till you have 1 or 3 guys that can win with nothing? Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Tom Brady.
You saying you're not paying Zeke?
So that's
Dak,
like saying,
I'm not paying
hold
Dak over
on.
25,
Hold
bro.
on. That's like saying I'm not paying Drew Brees because he can't win with nothing. Drew Brees can't win with nothing.
We seen Drew Brees win with nothing.
Who?
Just this past season, he had 1 receiver.
1 receiver.
1 wide.
The disrespect to Mark Ingram, Kamara, and Sean
Are they receivers? I'm talking about who he's throwing the
Kamara
ball
had 80
down
catches.
to.
He damn
Kamara
near.
is considered, but Kamara.
And Mark Ingram.
But
He
I'm
had a
saying,
good O-line,
that's
bro.
fine. But I'm saying, when we talking about downfield threat, you know what I'm talking about as far as receivers.
No.
He only had 1 true receiver and ball.
He had a top 5 receiver. He had a top 5 receiver.
1 receiver.
And
Everybody
Kamara,
else
and a
was
good
barely right. They was picking
weapons.
guys up off the damn fucking
That's
practice squad,
That's
bro.
weapons. If you have a top 5
That's
receiver.
1 weapon.
He had a top
Don't
5
say
receiver.
weapons. Don't add an S to that. That's 1 weapon down the field, and then he got Kamara.
Okay. Dak had 0 weapons. So he had no running backs. They had 2 running backs, 2,000-yard rushers, a running back that can catch the ball.
Like I said,
an offensive head coach. Like I said,
he still had his O line was still intact.
Dlane.
Dak's O line was still
So
intact though.
you're valuing a running back higher than QB. So right there,
For this team, Zach.
No.
For the way this team is constructed.
No.
All right. So give me your order. Just for the record, my order is Zeke, Dak, then Coop.
My order is the complete opposite. Dak number 1, Coop second, because once he came, they weren't winning shit with Zeke last year. They were 3 and something. What, 3 and 5?
Whoa, they're
3 and 5 with so-called Zeke.
They won a division title already with Zeke, and he was the lead rusher that year.
That's cool, and they were 3 and 5 before Coop came.
They were 13-3 that year. They was 13-3 that year.
Why are we talking about the past? We're talking about last season.
Okay.
We're talking about last season.
Okay. I'm pulling out the resume.
Can I say my answers?
Go ahead.
Last year they were 3 and 5 before Amari Cooper arrived. They were not going to make the playoffs. That's a fact. Amari Cooper arrived, playoff time. So again, this is a passing league. We don't care about bell cows. That's all cool. This isn't 05. This is 06.
Can't pass. He can't pass.
He can. If you're producing on a last minute drive, that means you're making the throws you need to make. Like for instance, last year, right? Cam is an inaccurate thrower. There was 3 drives last year where he missed and had inaccurate throws that cost him the game. Dak doesn't do that on the last drive. He's accurate enough to win games. His record speaks for itself. So Dak's number 1, Coop is second, and Zeke, I'm not wasting my time with Zeke. Zeke's not even a priority for me. Take this contract. If not, I'm a franchise tag you for 2 years. I'll tell Zeke that. Look, I'm gonna franchise you for 2 years.
Hold on, check this out, Zach. So it's a passing league, right?
Yes.
That's what you just said, right?
Yes.
And explosive offenses, high scoring games, right? That's
QB
what we
matters.
get.
Yes.
That's what we get nowadays in
Yes.
2019 football, right?
Yes.
Okay, and
You don't
quarterbacks
need a top QB
quarterbacks
to
is throwing the ball all over the field, and they getting 10,000. They throwing for 5,000 yards almost
my
routinely,
point is you
right?
don't need a top running back to win. You don't.
Okay, and it's cool. But you talking about paying your guy top dollar, and I'm saying I wouldn't give him that bread. He's not, and he shouldn't be prioritized. You saying you should prioritize him because you can win with him and just a defense, correct?
Yes.
That's what you said because he can pass the ball. In this league nowadays, Don John, quarterbacks throwing for 5,000 almost routinely. You feel me? So let's look at Dak's numbers. He's barely, first year, he barely even completed over 60% of his passes, 62. Last year, 67. First 2 years in the league, his first year, he only threw for 3,324. And then last year, he only threw for 3,885 yards. And then 22-8 last year, TD interception ratio. Year before that, 22-13. Does that sound like a guy that's just passing that ball all around the field to you? Throwing it all over the board, being able to put. Does that sound like a guy that fits the 2019 mold of quarterback that we just said?
I have a question.
What's up?
Don't we put win-loss records with QBs?
You ain't answer none of my questions, but you're right though.
I don't care about stats.
But it don't matter though. He's not winning. You just knocked Zeke for not winning nothing here. Why we not knocking Dak for not winning nothing? He ain't won shit. He won one playoff game.
He's been a year in the league, 4 years, and win the playoffs every year except for one. So I gotta give him that. He's
won nothing with one game.
And he's only
and he
25.
barely got by with that on the game. He squeaked by.
Well, I know this. I'm glad you're not the GM of the Cowboys, or they'll be going downhill.
Crazy.
Paying Zeke all that money.
If you construct,
you don't want to win.
That,
you don't want to win Super
The
Bowls.
team to run, you need.
I construct the team. I construct the team around Dak and the defense. That's it.
Dak's just not that guy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's not that guy for me to pay.
Well, when Zeke is not there, because Jerry Jones is a smart man, he's not going to pay Zeke all that. So, that's real simple. And
you know what's crazy?
I think the real question out of all this to me is not Zeke, because the Cowboys, they're not going to pay Zeke that. Dak eventually is going to get his money. I think the real decision for the Cowboys is going to be Coop. Coop could bend them over, and they're in a tough situation with him, because I know Coop's agent and him are going to ask for the top dollar.
I wouldn't pay him top dollar.
Exactly, you wouldn't.
Close, though.
But
I pay him like $3-4 off the
But
hair.
this is why you're in a tough situation. You invested the first round pick into him, so he can leave. I'm just going to leave. What, you want to franchise tag him for 2 years? You could do that, or you can literally just hold out. Like, I'm not going to play and force a trade if you don't pay him his money. Which his agent is Joe Siegel, who did that with Khalil Mack, and is a very aggressive agent. So I think that's going to be the real question. I think Dak's going to get his money. I think Zeke plays himself out, and I think Cooper's going to be in that situation.
I like Coop. For me,
but see,
I pay Coop.
I pay Coop. Situation.
No, yeah, and for the Cowboys and how they got spread this paper around. For me, in the ideal world, I think Jerry would want to pay him somewhere in between 12 to 15. I would pay him somewhere in between 14 and 17. I wouldn't even want to really go up to 17. I'd pay him like 14, 15 if I could. Mike just got 20, right? 20?
Yes.
Okay. We don't have to talk about that.
If you look at Cooper's numbers, he shouldn't even get close to 20, but his agent's going to ask for 20.
Yeah.
And I think
what the market.
And that's what the market is, but I don't think Coop is that receiver, you know. And so I think that's where the situation gets sticky. I think Dak gets his money and Zeke plays.
You know what pissed me off? I want to know your opinion on this, man, because we hear that shit all the time. We hear it on all platforms, different analysts. Oh, this is what the market says. This is what the market dictates. This is what the market says here. I be saying F the market sometimes, because at the same time, it's about your value. Yeah, that's what the market says that your position should be paid at, but is your value comparable to that? Like, I don't go back to the Dak thing. Like, the market is what, 30+ mil now? Come on, man. We're being real. This is passing league. Dak's not worth 30+ mil for his arm. So what I'm saying is, why are we paying guys just because the market dictates that?
Because in life, in any
Instead
business,
in
any business,
what your value is.
But in any business, the market. Like, for instance, let's take the most basic jobs, right? Let's say a warehouse job at Amazon. You working your butt off, right? Well, UPS might pay the same rate because that's the market, right? Let's say you're working harder at Amazon. You see what I'm saying? Same thing. It doesn't matter. You could be a better worker, or you know what? He works for.
But this is a production business.
This is
production business,
and that's the market. So if you're Dak, right? Here's my win-loss record. This is what Carson Wentz got paid. So you're comparable to someone in your class, right? Now, if you just watch the eye test, Carson Wentz is a better player. As an agent, as a businessman, when you come in, well, this is my win-loss record, this is my QBR, this is that, and you're comparing stats and win-loss records to someone else that's your value, right? And that at that time is Carson Wentz. You saw Carson Wentz contract. Me and you both, anyone that watches football knows Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. But if you're Dak Prescott, his agent, his representative, you want to get the most money for your client. So you're judging by market. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And someone's going to pay you. It's hard to find a QB. Dak Prescott's a winning QB. So you know this, right? You said the formula. If you have a defense and one weapon on offense or a good old line, you know you can win 10+ games with Dak, right? You know that. You already seen it. And so I think that's why his market dictates that he gets 30+ million. Now, do you want to pay that? No one wants to pay that. I mean, you see Russell Wilson, highest paid QB in the league. Do the Seahawks want to do that? Hell no. But, you know, that's what you do. It's so hard to find players like that. So, I mean, I'm glad there is a market because, again, it gets players paid even if they don't deserve every dollar. Like Derek Carr was the highest paid QB 4 years ago. At the time, did he deserve it? No, but now he's an underpaid QB, so-called. He's under 30 million QB. So we'll see how it plays out. But one thing I really want to dive in, since we're talking about contract and worth, I want to talk about Melvin Gordon. He's requested a trade or a higher contract. When I first saw the news, I thought it was laughable. Because
being disrespectful to
I'm gonna say why it's laughable. He's saying he's outplayed his contract. He deserves. I think he wants around 12+ million a year the Chargers put their foot down on 10. He's outplayed his contract. If I'm the Chargers, when I paid you $7 million your rookie year guaranteed, and you scored 0 touchdowns for me in 14 games, did I cut your ass? Did I ask for the money back? No. And so you're going to have the audacity to ask for top running back money because you had one good year? That is disrespectful and laughable. His ass will get traded so fast. Like that, honestly, I don't see how the Chargers pay him top dollar at running back because he's not even a top 3 running back in my mind. If I think of top 3 running backs,
I think of top 5.
I mean, he can catch and run the ball.
No,
right?
yeah,
But me, I'm taking Kamara over him. Style type back, right? He's a Kamara style type back. Can run hard and can catch the ball in the backfield. Kamara's better than me. Zeke's better than me. Bell's better than me than him. And so again, he might not be top 5. A healthy Todd Gurley's better than him. We don't know if Todd will ever be the same. So there's no way I'm paying him that money. I think he needs to play out his contract. He's making $6 million this year in a free agency. And get his money.
I mean, he did average 5.1 per carry last year and scored 10 touchdowns.
Did he even have a rack? That's my question.
No, he didn't.
So exactly, it's like
if I was him, like your boy Coward said, I'll be running to the facility to sign that $10 million though.
Thank you.
Because I don't think you're gonna. Yeah, you feel me? And this go back to what I was just saying as far as your value. I know what the market said. So that kicks back to what we were just talking about. Yeah. He's not an elite. His value don't say. I know what the market say for the running back right now. 14, 50.
Okay, but that's
with Gurley.
Yeah,
bro. That's what the market say. We should be paying you. But Gordon, you not Gurley, bro. You not Zeke. That's how I feel about that.
And no, but there's a difference though. The QB market is because quarterback's the most position, right?
Yeah.
I forgot who said it. I think it's Colin Coward that said it. But if QBs and star NBA players are sports royalty in America, you know what I'm saying? If you're a QB or you code with the basketball, you're the top faces of sports in America. And so that's why the QB position is judged different. Running backs, it's like everyone knows you got about 6 years of your prime, right? So when you're around year 4, it's hard for them to give you a 4-year deal, 3-year deal. So I know, all right, you really got 2 years of your elite self. All right, now the freaks like the APs can keep on playing, but I'm not paying top dollar for that. So, and Melvin's on his own. Like when we talk about the market, I seen a couple people saying he should get paid, but it's like, this is your first year averaging 5 yards a carry. You didn't even get a rack. Your first year you scored 0 touchdowns, and the year before you averaged under 4 yards a carry. So it's damn near like, who are you, bro? Like, that's my question. Like, who are you, bro? So I think that's the situation. Melvin, get your money. Or if they're offering you $10 million, like you said, run to the facility. I'll be there right now. I'm in LA traffic. I'm on the way. I'm signing that contract. And get your money, bro, and play out. You're in LA. Be happy. You're 24 years old making $10 million a year. I mean, come on now. We got to look at it like that. So, I mean, if we're on that the Melvin part, I think me and Dlane kind of on the same page.
Yeah,
take that $10 million a year. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve an extension by any means. I think he's shown that he's all around back. But to talk about, that bail money, get out of here. Definitely. Let's move on to who think the top 5 receiving cores in NFL are. I'm interested to see Dlane picks. I got mine.
Before you get to yours,
we should go every other though.
We can do that. Yeah. I was gonna give the list that the NFL put out or Sports Nation put out a few about a month back. So they top 5. They had Atlanta number 1, Cleveland number 2, Los Angeles Rams number 3, Minnesota Vikings number 4, and Cincy at 5. So let's start with you at 1. And I'll go after you.
Well, I agree with 1. I got the Falcons at 1.
Why?
I think it's a clear-cut 1. Julio Jones, I think he's either 1 or 2 best receiver in the NFL. You got Mohamed Sanu, another big 6'4" guy that can do it all. I think that right there by itself is rare. They have 2 6'4" receivers that dominate like that. Then in the slot they have Calvin.
Sanu 6'4"?
Yes, he's a big dude. I think he's 6'3", 6'2", but he's around 225.
He got good size. He got that golden good size on him, and he plays real big. But I just didn't think he looked that
I'm sorry, I think he's 6'3" to Zach, but he plays really big.
6'1", 6'2", but okay, go ahead.
Then Calvin Ridley, got a rack as a rookie last year.
Rouse, too.
Yes, he's perfect for that set. And then they have Hopper at tight end. They also have young guys like Hardy at receiver. So they're really deep, and when Matt Ryan is bombs away. So who do you have at 1?
Okay, so my 1, I got my Eagles, man. It's 2 topics on the show today. You know, we got another topic later, and then this topic right here. I wasn't trying to show no bias, but hey, man, that's why I got Zay here. You know, and then our fellow listeners, to refute this. But I say my Eagles, man. My Eagles. We got.
I think that's laughable. But go.
First of all, we got Zach Ertz, led the league last year in catches, 116. Got my boy Deshaun Jackson. Every day I'm hearing from different beat writers that his connection with Wentz right now is ridiculous. They're hitting for bombs every day, so I can't wait to hear
I don't doubt it.
D-Jack up top all year. We're going to hear that all year. We got Jeffries, and we're moving them all around. I heard we even got him in the backfield a little bit. Nasty. Peterson going to do his thing with him. We got Jeffries on the outside still. Aguilar's back. And then I remember you told me about this kid around not training camp, back around draft period, the J.J. Arcega-Whiteside kid. So I had to go back and watch some film on him at Stanford, and I like him. He's 6'3", he's big, he's rangy, he's going to go up and get it. I think, I don't want to say he led the nation. He led the conference or something last year in like red zone
touchdown.
Yeah.
No. It was 50-50 balls.
Okay, 50-50 balls.
Highest
ridiculous.
percentage. Yeah.
And then we got Goddard back up running tight end. He still got hands. We got a plethora of running backs. We about 4 running backs deep. So I got my Eagles number 1, man.
I just want a quick comment on that. Well, first of all, I love J.J. Whiteside. To me, he's almost a clone of Alshon Jeffrey type game, except the difference is he's faster.
Okay.
So I think
who you think got better routes out of the 2, Zane? You a receiver.
Better,
who you think got better
Alshon right now.
Alshon right now because he's still not polished.
But J.J. is a better athlete. And just good at coming out of college, 50-50 balls.
Still, how he did it again, man.
I'll say the way I rated my receivers and my cores are basically I went through every receiver and imagine if they were the number 1 receiver on their team. Could they produce a rack? So that's kind of basically how I did it. So the Falcons, I think Mohamed Sanu already did a rack with Cincinnati. Now,
okay.
He did have
so you did yours off pure talent. I kind of did mine off that too.
So I have the Eagles in my top 5.
No, for sure. No doubt. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Hold on. And I like that. So I kind of did mine more like I wanted to do it. I was also gonna say me and Zay also included. Not really running backs, but running backs is part of some of the pass game nowadays. Yeah. But we included tight ends into like this discussion as far as wide receiver cores. We were including tight ends into that. But I did mine more so with like that, like who got like a good unit. Not like, can 1 through 3, which one of these guys, can go get a rack on their own. But I can see why you did that as far as it's more talent based. I was like, which units is the best? And then that's a perfect segue for me to get to my number 2, and you can go after me. My number 2 was Atlanta.
Okay.
And I like Atlanta. I can easily see them being number 1 if I ain't being hella biased about my squad, because they got the same core with. Was Hooper there when they went to the Super Bowl? He was, right?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Got the same core from
another Stanford tight end.
Yep. But they got the same core from just, 3 seasons ago that went to the Super Bowl with Julio, arguably the best receiver in the game.
No, remember, their third receiver was Doug Gabriel.
Well, okay, but
Really's an upgrade over that.
Yeah. So we got Julio, best receiver in the game, arguably. We got Muhammad. We already know he plays big. He's a possession catcher. And then we got like Zay said, one of the best rookie last year. Yep. One of the best rookies coming in last year from Alabama. He did his thing. Great routes. We got Hooper. Matty Ice is there. So they number 2 for me, Zay.
I agree. I agree with them being 1 or 2. I think to me, they're clear-cut number 1 from the way I judge the receivers. And we already seen them as a unit last year. Now, again, they won 4 games. Their defense had a lot of injuries. But my number 2 is the Browns. To me, they have 2,000-yard receivers on the roster now with Landry and OBJ. OBJ, top 5 receiver. They have David Njoku. Yeah, I don't know how to say his name all the way, but
Njoku.
He's a beast at tight end.
Drops a few balls from but he's a beast. He's a beast.
I think he's an up and coming top 5 tight end. Like last year, he put his name on notice. And then I think they're really deep at receiver. They have a long list of really good 3 receivers. So Joey Callaway from Florida, he was a rookie last year. Yeah, that boy's a beast. He plays.
I think I had him on my fantasy, and he had a few games.
Yeah, he's a big play guy. Yeah. They got Higgins out of Colorado State. I think he's going to his 3rd year. He's a 6'4" receiver. He goes and gets it. So I think their core is really deep. And I think that, individually, you have Landry and OBJ. I think that's perfect. OBJ can do everything up top, underneath, screens. Landry's going to be a possession receiver, catch everything, guaranteed. And then I think you got Callaway to take the top off, and then you got Njoku, who's going to be a mismatch nightmare because of the weapons they have already. So that's my number 2. So any thoughts on my 2?
Yeah, I like it too. It's a perfect segue again for my 3, because my 3 is the Browns. Okay. And look like we leapfrogging here a little bit, because I would have did the same thing as far as like I said with Atlanta easily having them number 1. I could have easily had the Browns over Atlanta. I just didn't because I like the Atlanta's experience with their core and bringing the same core of guys back from a Super Bowl run. But I got the Browns number 3. I love Odell with the Jarvis pairing again. We get to see that again. Got Njoku, like you said, he's a beast over the middle. He's gonna create a lot of mismatches because he's really shaped almost like a receiver.
Yeah, he's cut up.
He cut up though. Yeah, he big, but you feel me? Like he lean with it. He can move. And then we got my boy Callaway taking the top off. So I like the Browns at number 3. My only question with the Browns, man, like I said, I almost want to squeak them into the playoffs and everything. My question mark with them is just the coaching. That's it, man. Because if Doug Peterson was in this situation, if Sean Payton was in this situation, if Sean McVay was in this situation, had these Ferraris all around him, these keys of this car right here that the Browns got, question.
Records broken.
Come on, man, no question. But Freddie, we don't know who you is, man. I ain't disrespecting you, Mr. Kitchens, Coach Kitchens. But we gotta see you deliver, with a whole season in front of you. So yeah, Browns is my number 3, Zay.
Okay. My number 3, I think that's a good pick. Is the Eagles. You already went through why to the top record. I pretty much piggyback on that. The only reason not higher on my list, like I said, is because I believe Ertz and Alshon. And prime D-Jack will get a rack by themselves anywhere. Outside of that, I think Aguilar's a really good number 2. He's like a guaranteed 800 yards a year type receiver. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see J.J. Whiteside. So they could move up through the year, like if the Browns don't hold expectations. But right now they're 3 for me. So I'll just get straight into my 4. My 4 is really tough. But
this is where I fell off, or we fell off too. Yeah. I didn't even find the 5s. I'm just saying that right now. I couldn't get a 5. So maybe you can give me some game.
I'll just
give me your 4 and 5.
My 4 is KC. Okay. You have Hill, Watkins, Kelsey. I love the kid Harmon out of Georgia. I saw the notes. He's been killing at camp. He's
what number was he at?
Number 4. Number 4, Hardman. Yeah,
I forgot about them because I keep forgetting Tyreek is fine. Yeah. I was in the notion
he's going to jail. Yeah, nah.
I keep forgetting about that. They easily my 5.
So they're 4, and then my 5 was the Vikings. Okay. And so the only reason they were higher, I don't think they have that tight end. Rudolph, he's not the top player. He's gotten older, slower. He's a good tight end, not elite anymore. But Diggs and Stephon Diggs and Thielen will get a rack anywhere by themselves. They're beasts. So that's mine. The only one I was trying to think of, like, who could fit in there. I saw a lot of the Raiders on a lot of lists, and everyone know I'm a Raider fan.
I was thinking about squeezing them in at 5.
And I will say why the Raiders aren't on the list. You have the number, like I said, 1 or 2 receiver in the league. AB, you have Terrell Williams.
The top off.
My biggest question mark is, do we gonna have a 3rd receiver
and your tight end? Who's your tight end?
Now, we're gonna play. We got Darren Waller. Who's an athletic freak. He made some plays last year. We drafted a tight end, Foster Monroe, from LSU. And then the Raiders also brought in, I'm blanking on his name. He was a tight end from, used to play for the Seahawks. Luke Wilson. They brought in Luke Wilson.
Luke is solid. Did he play for y'all before?
No, this is his first year. He's a really good. He's a really good number 2 tight end. Okay. So to me, it's too many question marks. I know AB and Terrell Williams are good. They'll get a rack by themselves. But there's too many question marks to me at the 3 spot and the tight end spot.
Yeah, they brought Jordy back. I didn't know that. Yeah, Jordy.
They bring Jordy. Jordy retired.
This list said Jordy was on here.
This must be last year.
Yeah.
Or not dated.
That's not. It said from May.
No, that's JJ Nelson from Cardinals.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah, Speedster.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. Okay.
So
he made the squad. Did Ant-Man make the squad? How he doing? I played against him in college.
Well. I like I said,
he was at Oklahoma State.
So those my really top 5 right there. I think.
Yeah, I rounded out my top 5. Well, I didn't have a 5 until you just sprinkled me a little bit with some game. But I got Vikings. I had the Vikings at 4, and then I had the Chiefs now at 5. But I might flip flop that. And then another team that I was kind of thinking about squeaking in there that I could kind of see in there was 2 of them. I like the Texans because they got D-Hop, Fuller, and I like the boy Kiki Coop. I think that's how you say his last name. I had him last year, too, on my fantasy. He got good money from me. So I was thinking about squeaking them in there. And then I also like the Chargers because I still like Keenan Allen. Come on, man. Keenan Allen, arguably top 5, top 2, 3 in route running. And then we got Mike Williams. Mike Williams is a beast. That's my boy from Clemson. I like him. And they still got Travis Benjamin. You know, he's still a speedster. So
that's a sleep pick. I didn't think about the Chargers because they lost Terrell Williams.
And then they still got Antonio, right? For one last, or did he retire?
No, but they have Henry coming back. He was hurt all last year.
Yeah,
Hunter's a beast.
He's a beast.
So honestly,
Chargers might be my 5.
I agree with that. Chargers, I think, could possibly overtake the Vikings.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, those. If we want to do a 6, I think those would be in the 6 of the teams we listed: Falcons, Browns, Vikings, KC, Eagles, and Chargers. Those are the receiving corps to look out for. Let's get into. I know we're going to talk about offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. But I kind of want to just jump ahead. I really want to talk about the coaches on the hot seat before we get into that.
Let's do it.
So I went through a list of coaches of mine, like coaches on the hot seat. I was thinking about, you got, I was thinking Dan Quinn with Atlanta. You also had Kyle Shanahan, Anthony Lynn, and the guy I think.
Hold on, Zay.
What? So no, this guy I'm telling you about. So the guy I think the sole guy.
And we was talking about, and when I sent you the questions, that I was saying. Guy under the most pressure to win this season.
This season, exactly.
Okay.
And my guy,
go ahead.
I was really thinking, I was like, all those guys, and really sat on me. Freddie Kitchens. I think he's under the most pressure because he has the most talent, at least offensively, and I mean all over on the team. One of the most talented teams in the NFL. And I think, I'm seeing all these analysts are kind of just throwing the Browns in the playoffs because they have so much talent. And if he fails to make the playoffs, barring, crazy, QB injury, knock on wood, I don't want any of that to happen. I think it'll be a huge failure, and you can see him be like in that conversation of getting fired or one and done, unless it was some type of situation where it was like injury loaded season.
Okay, I got 2 things for you. Yeah. I want you to retort back to. The first thing is, what if they spaz out, have a bad season, whatever, don't make the playoffs? Some of his coaching, some of his injuries, whatever. Are you firing him? Because I was gonna say it's also his first year, so as a full coach, I was thinking he might, get a pass.
So the only reason is they're in win now mode. Look at the roster.
There's
no way you can afford to wait right now.
Okay.
When your QB's on his rookie contract and he's good,
it's the time to win.
You have to go all out. Look what the Eagles have done. The
Eagles,
now
Seahawks.
That's gonna slow down a little bit because Carson just got paid. So right now they're hoping, okay, we have a 2-3 year window. We gotta get it. Guys are getting older. Fletcher Cox, 29, turned 30 this year. And so they're in win now mode. So I believe Freddie Kitchens, if he does not make the playoffs, barring crazy injury type, things, and football injuries happen. So really, unless it's your QB, there's no excuse, And the Eagles prove like, hey, our QB went down, we're still getting done. So because our team is so loaded, so I think the Eagles, for example, we're loaded and we have a good coach. So it doesn't matter if our QB goes down. Now, luckily, not every team has Foles back there. So I think Freddie Kitchens to me is under the most pressure because people are already. Basically, division winner. I've seen division winners and the loaded talent on the team. So that's my guy on the hot seat that, keep a lookout for.
That's a good one, Zay, because like I said, a few pods ago, we had talked about him anyway, and, that was our question mark with the Browns. It was the coaching. Yeah. But for me, it was a no-brainer when I sent you this question because I had this cat on my mind already with them damn cowgirls. Jason Garrett, man. Come on. Let's read the resume. 9 years, 1 playoff win, 2 playoff losses. So 9 years, your ass been 3 playoffs for America's so-called team. The star on the helmet. You've been in the playoffs 3 times. Won once. We all know you're clearly Jason or Jerry Jones puppet man, whatever. But come on, man, you gotta produce. This year, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no excuses. This need to be his last year. You got a brand new young OC that's supposed to be innovative. With what's his name? Old quarterback from Boise.
Kyle Moore, right? Kyle Moore. What's his first name? His last name is Moore.
Something like that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
His last name is Moore, though.
Yeah, Kellen
Moore. Yep.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore. There we go.
Okay.
State former QB.
You know, spreading things out. He was under Peterson, right,
yeah.
in college. So he should be opening things up. You got a brand new young OC. You supposedly got your guy in your QB because y'all about to get ready to pay the man. You got arguably the top running back in the game in Zeke, and he led the league in rushing 2 out of the last 3 years. And then you got a top 10 defense. It's no excuses, dude. You gotta get it done this year. To me, anything less than not even making it to the NFC Championship is considered a failure for them in the Cowboys season. But if he doesn't make it to really to championship, it's bad. You gotta go. You gotta go. Garrett gotta go.
I agree with that. I asked this question, Dlane. I've kind of felt that Jason Garrett is almost in that Marvin Lewis type of seat right now. Like he's gonna be there at least like 15 years, no matter what. Just because I think Jerry Jones is like, look, I'm about to be 80 years old, So I think I have a coach that I've seen consistently go to the playoffs, right? And after the Johnson years with the Cowboys, the Cowboys struggle to find a consistent coach. And I think Jerry Jones is scared of that again. And again, Kellen Moore, we're in the young OC movement right now, play caller movement. There's no way all these coaches are going to work out. Football, you get better with experience. It's one of the few games where, you'll see in the NBA, Jason Kidd retire head coach next year. You would never see that in NFL. So I don't see these young coach scenarios working out because of Sean McVay. So I don't see Kellen Moore being a top OC. Garrett obviously could not call plays anymore. So I believe he's on the hot seat, like you said. The only way I can see him getting fired this year, though, it was like we went 5, like they missed the playoffs basically, and it's like you could tell it's like a coach.
Jerry's back is against the wall.
Yeah,
But
I like that because only thing is how close it is to Jerry. Is that really Jerry's boy, or is Jerry gonna say, "F it, I'm about to be 80. I need to see a Super Bowl before I die. I'm about to bring someone in here."
And the fact that you brought up Jerry's a little off topic. To go back to what we were talking about earlier with the contract situation. Go to Zeke. Jerry has got the effing nerve. I can't get over the comments Jerry made a couple days ago. And it's kind of picking back on the shit you be talking about. We don't need no running back to win the championship. We don't need a top running back to win the championship. You're right. You don't. We already argued that out. You're right. But the last time your ass done won the championship, Jerry, in the 90s, the 3 times you did win it, all 3 times you had the top rusher in the league.
But
you got the nerve to sit here and play Zeke. Come on, bro.
You can't do 90 comparisons.
And then
bro.
What's even crazier? Hold on. And what's even crazier is I didn't even know Jerry was the one. Jerry was the one that spearheaded the salary cap.
I gotta stop you.
Hold on, but did you know that?
Yes, I do.
So he checking his own pockets.
That's fine, but we can't bring up 90 comparisons, bro.
I'm just saying that I'm just saying that's the last time he done won.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm just speaking on Jerry. That's all. Yeah, you saying he getting older and shit.
Yeah, I just don't see. I mean, we in complete disagreement.
I think you got the nerve. Why you speaking like that, man? About
you
that?
don't have the nerve. It's a business.
Come on,
business.
Man.
Business, you can say
you're not doing well. I mean, you doing well at the business side of it, but you ain't winning no championship, so it don't matter.
But
I mean, it matter for your pockets. That's cool in your ego. I'm in
Cowboys,
this shit for the chip.
The Cowboys have 5 rings. It's tied for the second most in the NFL.
And they ain't seen nothing in 25 years. And we ain't seen nothing in 25. We ain't seen no hardware in 25 years, eh? I don't want to hear that shit. They better get some hardware on the. They better come to Philadelphia. Better come to Philadelphia and come get a look at that thing. It's recent.
Eagle fans had got 1 Super Bowl of recent.
What have you done for me lately?
You're right.
Holla at me in 10 years. I don't want to hear that. Don't give me that.
You're right. You're right.
Shit.
But when you're invited to the Super Bowl party, you only got a little bit of shine on your hand. Everyone else got some hardware.
Hey, it's a lot of teams out there that ain't got no shine on their hands. A lot of players out there ain't got no bling on their hands.
The young rapper gets his first chain, and then the Migos show up. That's the Eagles right now. Let's relax. Okay?
A lot of rappers don't got no bust down.
Okay.
A lot of rappers don't got no bust down.
You're right. But
hey, on me. Hey, we got a rapper in the building. My boy B. Let him know. Hey, a lot of cats be rocking the fake anyway, huh, B? You feel me? We gotta pull out the diamond testers.
That's fine, cause you look
cats these days.
This off topic, but you look at the richest rappers don't wear nothing. Cole don't wear nothing. Kendrick don't wear nothing. Yeah. Drake don't really wear nothing.
They invest in that
but check the Forbes. Hey, check the Forbes. Yeah. I see the Migos on the Forbes. No disrespect. Wear what you want to wear though. I'm not judging. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, again, we're on complete opposite with Zeke. It's no way in hell I'm paying Zeke. But let's move on to the young players.
I know we gotta get out of here as soon as they. So let's what were you trying to get to? Cause I was gonna say let's just say our picture real quick.
Yeah, rookie picks.
Yeah, rookie and MVP pick. We could just name
my
them.
defensive rookie of the year.
You went defense.
So I did defensive, offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's just 2. I started my defense. This was hard for me, but I think I'm gonna go with Quinnen Williams and between Brian Burns. Now, Brian Burns was the 15th pick later by the Panthers.
I know, wasn't you speaking ill of my boy Quinn Williams when we did our mock draft? You wasn't speaking ill of, but you just have him lower on the tier.
I just think his ceiling was high. I didn't think his ceiling was high.
Okay, go. You been seeing him in
yeah,
camp?
I think
he's smacking shit.
I think Quinn Williams is gonna put up like
JP, my boy, he a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Hey, he's smacking shit. I see your boy. Go ahead.
Can I say my pick?
My bad, say your pick.
Yeah, it's cutting me off.
Hey,
anyways,
shout your peoples out.
Quinn Williams, I think he's gonna be one of those players that does a little bit of everything, like 6 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. He might have interception off a screen. So I think he's gonna have a little bit of everything, and he's gonna be able to move around a lot with Leonard Williams on that D line. He has also a good D coordinator, Greg Williams, so I think he's gonna let him shine. Brian Burns is my second pick. I don't think a lot of people have heard of me yet. I think he probably has the fastest get off the line, and I think he really might get 10 sacks this year just off the get off. He's like it's a track
Brian Burns.
Brian Burns. If you watch him, he has fast hands and he's explosive off the ball for the Panthers. 15 picked in the draft. So yeah, so those are my 2 picks. Don't sleep on Brian Burns. For offense, I think it's gonna be Josh Jacobs from the Raiders or DK Metcalf from the Seahawks. Josh Jacobs, he's gonna be catching the ball, running the ball. I think he's gonna have those numbers, the 500 yards receiving, 1,000 yards rushing. And I think DJ Metcalf, he could blow the top off. I think him and Russell Wilson might combine for like 8 deep ball tugs this year, just because he's so explosive off the ball, and you can have technique. But if you're undersized and don't have the speed to catch up with him, I really see him being unstoppable. I haven't seen receivers. Now, the biggest question mark for me is DK finish the season. My sleeper pick is going to be, not Kyle Murray. I don't think Kyle Murray's going to do well. I'm blanking out on the name. My guy from Arizona State. I just blanked out on his name.
Okay, cool. I thought we was thinking the same guy. You talking about Harry, though.
What's his name?
Nikhil.
Nikhil Harry, my fault. I think he's going to be a red zone target, replace what Gronk did last year with the Patriots. So I think he can have 10-plus tugs this year just from the red zone from Tom Brady. I think the Patriots are going to use him in a slot and a big receiver, kind of like an older Dez Bryant role right there in the red zone. So who you got for your picks?
Okay, so for defense, I had my pick is Quinn Williams. I like Quinn. We were speaking on him. I was speaking on him very highly when we did our mock draft edition of the pod. But my sleeper pick for defense, and I'm trying to find his name right now, but it's the kid that the Jaguars drafted, Zay.
Oh, you're talking about
from Buffalo, Josh Allen. I think he's gonna have Kentucky. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a big year. I think he's gonna get a lot of sacks. He's just in a good situation. They already got a good style defense down there with Calais. They got the Yanakwe kid. I think he's sitting out right now, though, right?
Yeah.
I think Sean gets break. I think they're gonna get him paid. But I got those 2 as my defensive picks. Sleeper pick, main pick is Williams. Sleeper pick is Allen. For offense, I got 2 picks on offense too, because it was kind of hard for me. I was gonna go with either Kyler or Josh Jacobs. I think Kyler. I don't think they're gonna do well as far as from a wins perspective, but I think they're gonna be in a lot of games. I think they're gonna have some shootouts, and it's a brand new system. Him and Kingsbury have a connection that goes back to when Kingsbury been trying to get him since high school. And I just think it's been a trend now for about the past few years, back to when Chip Kelly first came in, that these new offensive wizardry guys come in that first year and they throw a few new wrinkles.
You consider Cliff Kingsbury offensive wizard?
Coming from where he just came from.
Really?
That's his stamp. That's his background. Offense is supposed to be. I'm saying we're gonna see, but that's supposed to be his background.
This is a little off topic, but to me, if you're gonna bring an offensive wizard, why not bring in Mike Leach? He's the one that taught Kingsbury. He was Cliff Kingsbury's coach and taught him the offense that he's running. And he went to Texas Tech. Texas Tech won big games, beat number 3 Texas winner.
He's won more at Washington State than he'd ever won at Texas Tech.
When he got fired, he locked the kid in a closet. We're not little. So he like the kid in the closet or something. Yeah. I don't know. But I see in a sense of the world, and he been winning at Washington State. So to me, I don't consider Cliff an offensive wizard. I consider him just the disciple of Mike Leach. So you right. So like I said, I think Kyler might have a solid year. Like I said, they probably win like 4 or 5 games, but I think he's just gonna have a solid numbers year because I think they're gonna be in a lot of shootouts. That's one, and I think Kingsbury gonna put him in some good situations with new wrinkles. Who's he gonna throw to?
He still got he don't have the best weapons. He got Larry out there. I think he's gonna be running around a lot. That's another reason why I think he's gonna put up
numbers. Who's his O-line?
like I said, he gonna be running around a lot. I
This
think
ain't
he
college.
gonna get run. He gonna get numbers.
It's not college.
He
Bro. You
gonna
don't
get
just run
numbers.
around.
He gonna have to. He gonna have to make something happen. He can't sit in that pocket with that old line.
See, I couldn't put Kyle. It's nobody on the team, bro. It's
So
nobody
like I said,
on the
I
team.
think he gonna put some numbers up. I think they're gonna be in shootouts. I think Kingsbury's
Shootouts?
Yes, they're gonna be in some games.
He doesn't have a line.
Like I said, I think they're gonna be in some games from an
Who's he?
offensive
Tell me
standpoint. I'm telling
tell me
you,
their 3 receivers right now.
I couldn't even tell you they receivers. I'm
That's
keeping
the
it
problem.
1.
That's the
They
problem.
got fits.
It's
That's
Larry
all I
Fitzgerald.
know.
They got Larry Fitzgerald. They got Christian Kirk.
Kirk had a solid year towards the end last year. I think he came on strong towards the end of the year last year. Christian Kirk. Don't play Christian Kirk like he wasn't one of the top receivers last year in the draft, bro.
No, he wasn't.
Out of Texas A&M.
Actually, we have Yusef Sterling Lowe in the building tonight, who has guarded Christian Kirk in practice. Any comment on Christian Kirk? Is he anything to be? Wow, that's scary at receiver. Seth, tell me what's up.
He got potential. He wasn't a standout to be the top number one draft pick. No, the second draft pick. Second one draft.
Thank you for the fact check, Seth.
So
I
he had
appreciate that.
590 yards last year and 3 tugs. I know majority of that came in the tail end of the year.
500 yards and 3 tugs, and
Like
we're talking about a weapon.
Majority of that came at the end of the year, and you said he had no O-line. They didn't have no quarterback last year.
No.
For a rookie receiver, that's solid in that
That's
situation.
not solid. That's
in
not
that
solid.
situation with no O-line, no quarterback.
No.
Crazy.
No.
Crazy.
No. I'm not giving you any points for that. He had 3 tugs, bro. If you're on a
With
weak
no
team,
quarterback and no O-line. So first of all, you got nobody to get
and
you
he
the ball.
still doesn't have
and
an
the person
O-line.
that's getting you the ball he doesn't even have time to get you the ball.
all right, I can't wait till we're doing a pod during the season, and it's going every week. Shit show Cardinals. They might be the worst team in the league next year.
Like
It's not going to be because I think
They
Kyle's a
gonna
bad
put
QB. It's bro, Larry's 36.
They don't have a bunch of talent, but like I said, I think new wrinkle, new system.
It's
is
NFL.
gonna cut some guys, catch guys off guard.
What?
That was one of my picks. You didn't let me
So
get
the
my
air
other
raid's
guy.
going to
Hold
catch
on.
someone off guard.
New wrinkles is gonna catch some people off guard.
Oh, my
Same
God.
way. Who was Nagy last year caught people off guard. The year
But Nagy
before-
was under Andy
the year
Reid. That's a
before
different
we had
situation.
McVay.
Hold on.
The year before we had
Can
Chip
we talk?
Kelly.
Can I talk?
We had multiple guys.
Not the year before. Chip Kelly was a 1-year wonder. Then he's done. Sean McVay was
1
a
year,
known,
that's what
was a
I'm
known
talking
OC,
about.
a successful OC in the NFL.
We talking 1 year.
Matt Nagy was a successful OC under Andy Reid. Andy Reid's track record speaks for itself. Where did your coach from the Eagles come from? Peterson, under Andy Reid. So anybody under Andy Reid is a success. That's a different situation. Cliff Kingsbury got fired from Texas Tech. Who gets fired from college team and gets hired as NFL head coach?
He did. Clearly, he doing. I don't know. Shit.
A
He
track-
offense
'cause
because he supposedly has a track record with NFL.
He couldn't even get
which way
hired
the
as a head
NFL's
coach.
going,
He got
though.
hired as the OC
The
at
NFL
USC.
direction is going to offense, and that's what he has a background in. That's why he got the job. You
No,
question
it
him, man.
was
That's
cool.
why he got the job.
It was a cool hire. It wasn't a good hire.
It was a cool hire because he
That's
has
it.
the background which way the quarter.
But
the
you're
NFL
speaking.
trying to
But
go.
you're speaking of him like he's some.
I'm
known
not speaking of
offensive.
him. I'm speaking of him. Oh, you supposed to be
So
a
you're
new
predicting
offensive
he's
guy.
good. So you're predicting.
I said that already. We said yes. It's prediction. It's prediction for this season.
But you're betting on.
I'm
to
not
bet on
betting
Murray
on
is
him.
you're
I
betting
told
on
you
the
I had
coach.
2 picks. You never let me get to my other
But
picks.
if you're betting on for
I'm
QB to succeed, you're
betting
betting
on Kyler Murray's talent paired with this new coach and this new system and a few wrinkles for Kyler
So
Murray
you're
to
looking
have
at
a solid
you're looking
number
at
this year.
Kyle Murray
To be
as,
he'll have
as the next.
he'll have a few running yards and he'll have some passing
Okay,
yards.
that's my question then. That means you're predicting Kyle Murray to be like damn near like the new god of like what Patrick Mahomes was times 3.
How?
He has 0 talent, bro. If you have no talent on your team as a rookie, I can't see you win more than 2 games. I feel bad for Kyle Murray next year. They didn't improve their O line.
We're gonna see. My other pick, because they didn't want to let me get to it, was actually his weak ass Raiders, and it was Josh Jacobs. I like Jacobs because I like Gruden. I think Gruden gonna lean on him, make him a bell cow. I can see him having a big year. Your O line's coming back intact and healthy, and we're gonna see what Colton Miller is really made of this second year. I think he should take that next step. I hope he does.
I agree with all those points because it's a record of Gruden showing that he takes young players and they succeed. Like Jared Cook, best year ever as a tight end at age 32. He need to thank John Gruden for that new contract.
Your second back got hurt. Who y'all new second back? It's Rashard, huh?
Yeah, it's Rashard. Okay. We got DeAndre Washington battling. I think we brought in Mike Gillislee for a workout. I think he was on the Texans last year. So, but yeah, Josh Jacobs getting a lot of touches. So, and that O line looking solid. I mean, we have one of the top center in the league. We got good guards. We've got Trent Brown, who's been dominating one of the top tackles. So
yeah, I've been saying he's having a good camp.
Oh, he's been dominant. I mean, they say he's the biggest.
He's at right. He's at left tackle.
He's at right tackle.
He's at right tackle.
They said Colin looked like a different player while I've been reading from camp.
But he's at left.
Yeah, Colin's at left. He put
Trent at left.
Trent started at right tackle in the league, and Colin's always been left, so they want to keep him there comfortable, and he's athletic left tackle. So
they moved him from guard out of college, though. Right?
No, he always played.
He was tackle at UCLA.
Yeah, always left tackle. Yeah. Okay. And then the only question mark is the right guard. I know they got Denzel Good and another rookie battling for that right guard spot. That's the only question mark online. Everything else is shirred up. So
what's today? We 2 days away from y'all being on Hard Knocks, man.
Oh yeah, the Tuesday, August 6th, HBO. Hard Knocks. Forward to that. But yeah, we back. This is our first pod back. So during the season, we're gonna try to get a pod out for you every Monday, Tuesday. Reactions from the season. We got guests coming up for y'all. We got Trayvon Henderson from the Bengals. He's a NorCal guy from Sacramento, went to Grant. And we also got some more players coming up soon. So excited to be back.
Football season. Yeah,
football's back. Man. We got, I believe, 26 straight weeks of football.
No more Sundays now without football.
Oh, yeah. So we back. So I'll see y'all next episode. We out here.
Still went for it. It's time to change the club.